Hello and welcome to final round back nine coverage of the MPO lead card at the 2025 Discraft Great Lakes Open. This is the final 9 holes of the regular season. Jeremy Koling, birthday boy Paul Ulibarri, bringing you the action, and the action has gotten hot.
Hey man, I'm getting a nice little birthday
Treat?
present.
A little present from the field?
From the peeps out there because they're playing well. Gannon. That's 6 under on the front 9. Slowly. 4. No highlights, no nothing. Consistency.
Ricky,
that's what he does. But Ricky
goes 7.
With some highlights.
These guys, Ricky started 3 back, and now he is ahead of Calvin by 2. And don't look now, Jake Ebenheimer on chase card is putting together a dandy. Let's start right off with one of the hardest holes of the weekend. Hole 10 takes an absolute crush to get to the top of this hill. You want to get into the shadow here underneath this tree. And from there, it's actually not that difficult of an approach shot. It does go steeply uphill. There are low ceiling branches. There is out of bounds left and right the entire way up the fairway. But if you can get to that spot in that shade, it's a very manageable hole. The problem is that is a tall task. And it looks like Gannon is going to go with this hyzer play once again.
I like the hyzer play if you have the power. This looks fine. Looks absolutely fine to me. That's a great height. I'm not sure the angle that he has from there. I'm pretty sure it's really good. Like almost fairway to mid-range, straight up right at it. So just a great shot from Gannon. This is out of bounds left. Yeah. Yep. Almost got T-Dog Miller. But he didn't. Typically, Terry, out of bounds.
Try to stay out of the way. Calvin burns it over like he did yesterday, but this one's a little bit better. It stays in bounds.
I don't mind anything in bounds on this hole. Don't care how good you are. Don't care how far you throw it. Don't care if you shank it, you hit a branch, and you land in the middle. That's the key. You get out of here with a par, and you're happy. Ricky would pay a lot of money to get out of here with a par. Oh, and this is early. He's going to need to get lucky.
Oh, he goes inside, and that's...
You see how he caught something right there? Kicked him right? That was heading out of bounds, I think.
Perhaps.
Yeah, that was a good break.
Gives an opportunity to save the par like he did back on 7 with his out-of-bounds tee shot.
He's been putting very well.
And Niklas off the mark, hits the tree and kicks OB.
Seen him do that twice now. Got to get that turned over to the right side. Calvin in a real pinch position here. And I think this is a great shot.
Yeah. Yep.
Just to get to there. Like I just told you, I love a par here. You see Niklas go out of bounds. Gannon has the sidearm. He's going to have to push it. Closest I think he can get is 25 feet.
Well,
is that closer than 25 feet? I mean, that's
I don't know, but it's as close as you can throw it from there. I didn't like the hyzer play at first. The angle seemed to be cut off, but he made the most of it with that approach.
Didn't get any anhyzer on it. That'll work. Bogey. Going to be even par on the round. He's an absolute non-factor now.
Yeah. Calvin, little effort there with the forehand.
Yeah, almost got a little middle. Ricky, big putt here. Bogey free so far.
Oh, whoa, let's go.
There he is. Watch this. As soon as it hits, watch the fist. Let me chase that down. Give me that. Give me that.
Wow.
Ricky. Oh, way closer than 25. That was incredible down there.
I didn't think it got that close. Wow. What a forehand. Could you imagine going backhand hyzer forehand to birdie hole 10?
I've been there. It's no.
Wow.
I went out of bounds kind of about where his drive landed, a little farther right. I threw a fantastic forehand, Jerm, and I was 55 feet.
Wow.
That's crazy.
That is incredible. Well, not quite anymore. Gannon has now birdied 6 of the last 7, and he is currently in first place solo.
Oh. One of the easier holes on the course, hole 11, par 3, 475 down the hill. Baby Anheuser out the hand. Hug the left tree, drift it to the right. Miss the fork tree. You land where Hebenheimer landed. Haven't seen anybody make it from there yet. It's a tough spot. I mean, yesterday Niklas airballed it straight over the top. Had a tough comebacker. Hebenheimer leaves it a little short, so you do want to put this one close. I think the green causes you to have a real tough little putt.
Gannon driving it.
Whoa.
Hitting a sheet of ice, folks.
What
Oh my
that?
gosh.
That was weird.
I think he hit at the perfect bottom of the hill. If he had hit on the upslope, I don't think he gets that kind of skip. That thing just absolutely launched.
How far did that go? That's not a good
Really
shot
far.
there.
And Ricky early kicks right. Calvin needs this one in a bad way. And yeah, he's just going to do what he does, man. That's awesome. Another bullseye on 11 for Heimburg.
Every time we've seen him throw this hole, it's been perfect.
Is that the most insanely true? What in the Tron was that, dude? That was just
Dead straight.
That was video game straight. Oh.
No.
I will say, yesterday was angle genius central for Niklas. Today, it's just not been the best. And sometimes you don't bring your best.
Yeah.
It hasn't been Niklas's best
Most
today.
of the time.
Yeah.
Most of the time for everybody, your best is not going to show up.
That is a fortunate tree kick for Ricky, who goes right through the middle. And boy, this is a tough spot for Niklas.
He didn't like it.
Yeah. No, he's going to have a very difficult putt for the par.
Oh, whoa. This is kind of where Yona ended up.
Very
First
similar.
round.
Uh-huh. Second round.
Yeah, second round. Oh. Similar. He tried to make it. Yona laid it up. Similar result. Good try.
Yeah,
good
it was
height.
good effort. Only so much you can do from that spot. Ricky, a much more fortunate approach. Open. Takes care of business. That was not a tentative loose putt. It was a very crisp deliver into the center par save. And Vinny, much needed birdie, the only one on the card. I feel like that's the same thing that happened yesterday. His birdie, I believe, was the only one on the card. Grabbing strokes.
Goose.
Look at this thing flipping up. That's exactly how you draw it up, Paul. Skipping off the road.
good.
Oh my gosh, nearly grabbing chains.
Wow.
Could you imagine an ace on hole 13?
That's with a 9-speed, Jerm.
That's a 9-speed.
That's a 9-speed.
That is just unreal, man.
Heaves.
Not good.
A little high, huh?
Let's see where that ends up. You can find yourself in some tricky spots. Okay, not too bad of a place. Yeah. Really solid effort.
Yeah, kind of dialed. Right at the base.
You can't get a forehand this close on this hole without it taking a weird skip. We saw Calvin throw a weird sidearm here a couple of years, took a anti-skip towards the bullseye. But for a pure natural flight, that's as close as I think you could possibly get the disc to the basket. Incredible drive.
Presenting the Discraft Ledgestone Edition trading cards from Brixton. 50 cards celebrating Discraft's legacy and leadership in the sport of disc golf. Available now on shopledgestone.com.
Paul, did you see that leaderboard? Like the top 6 or 7 players are all tied for the round at 7 under.
You got to play good out here.
That's amazing.
That's all I know. 12 is a par 3, 344 up the hill, slight hyzer, ton of power. As much as you got, really. Get the angle right, push in front of these trees on the right. Land about 20 feet to the left is the perfect shot. If you do hug the trees and flip something up, you can park the hole, but
boy,
that's a feat.
Getting harder and harder to do that every year. It's looking pretty good. Pushing that backside.
He gets lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's lucky, I think.
Nearly perfect, but...
Well, he didn't push the inside, clipped both the trees you got to miss, and got through. But you take that. This is also... Nope, see, this is perfect to me. This is to that 25, 30-foot range that you're guaranteed to make if you hit the right shot.
Mm-hmm.
Ricky... I like this. If it missed,
that's what I'm saying, man.
Missed that.
3 years ago, that branch hadn't grown out that far yet, and that's a perfect shot.
Yeah, you miss it by 2 feet right there. I like the angle. I like the height. Didn't like how hot. You gotta kind of miss it on the inside. That's a good shot there from Niklas.
You just don't see players parking this hole very often anymore. It's such a narrow, specific power throw. Perhaps a green light situation for it. Gives it a little bit of a go.
Niklas on a bogey streak wants to end that. Would be a really good time. Not going to happen. Gets away with it, though. A lot of times you hit high here, it can go on a roll for a while.
1 over through 12, though. Pretty brutal round for Niklas.
And there's our first miss from this guy.
Checking the wind, trying to figure out why it didn't lift, but that left to right crosswind isn't going to help.
Oh, no. Really good time to get one back.
Calvin needed to reestablish that dominance, and a birdie here would have been back-to-back holes, gaining strokes on lead card. Instead, squanders the opportunity with another C1 miss.
Yep.
Gives the chasers more confidence.
Meanwhile, ahead, Hebenheimer, hyzer, plenty of power. Bullseye. That's a bullseye. God, he is throwing the disc well. Holy moly.
So good. Tap that. Okay, next time you do that, get a little bit closer to inside the basket. It could hook on the finger. Something crazy could happen. We do not want you in the highlights for the wrong reason.
How many bad highlights do you have in your career? I have a few. Quite a few.
I literally had the House of Highlights ask me if they could share me slipping and falling. They have 57 million followers. I don't care what the number of highlights is. If they actually do share this video, which I gave them permission to share, that's the #1 low light moment of my career exposed to the world.
Yeah.
So I don't think we need to continue that conversation.
All right. You have some. I think we all do.
The Barry Schultz has a classic one at USDGC Hole 5, 2005 USDGC on Hole 5.
Yeah, hilarious.
He actually missed a putt that was under the basket. The cage got in the way as he was lifting it up, and it jarred it out of his hand on his attempt to make the putt.
Look at this move.
I don't know why I just gave Barry Schultz a random stray, calling him out on that one, but
happened.
It's on YouTube. Look it up.
Little high for Calvin. I like the angle, but like I think the third round or second round, a little too far.
Close.
Inside, yeah.
Really close to what he wanted. Needed the tiniest bit of flip up, like what we saw a few moments ago with Gossage. See if Ricky can get this thing to flip up just a bit.
I like it.
Yeah, he does. He does. That's great.
Missed that. Oh,
yes.
Ricky. Oh. Hello.
Okay. We're in business.
Love that.
That's a great shot with an even luckier, awesome result. Niklas going. Backhand turnover.
Miss those branches. Get through those. Yep. Oh my goodness.
God, are you kidding me?
I didn't think that was possible.
It's not. It's not
I
possible.
didn't think that was a real thing you could do. Niklas, you wizard.
Oh.
Look at this.
This is
high. Oh, he didn't even go high. He went under.
It's inches,
perfect.
Inches from the greatest ace that's ever been thrown in the history of disc golf. Inches.
That is so technically sound.
It's unreal.
Oh, my goodness. Hats off, my man. That was pretty.
Just on a day that hasn't been his. If that had gone in, I don't care how the rest of the event ends, man. You've done something. It still was memorable, but man, it would have been so much cooler had it gone in.
Ricky.
Boom.
Yes, of course.
Big.
There he is. Big moment there, Jerm.
Yes, it was.
Ricky gets to 29.
You're going to hear some applause on this one.
Tied for the lead. Yeah, just another.
Some birdies aren't made the same, man.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Oh, all-timer. Once again, solidifying that hole 13 is just a backhand turnover hole. We've always known it. 3 tied at the top at 29. Wow.
Big hole here, 14. Par 4 up the hill, 800 feet. Plays more like 1,100 feet. Land it here as far as you can throw on hyzer for these guys. Maybe a little anhyzer for Niklas. And then everything you got on hyzer to get to here. Maybe a little anhyzer for Niklas. But the rest of the guys, they have plenty of power to get there.
No. Big birdie here for anyone that grabs it. Ricky, this is wide.
That is
left.
shanked. That's a shank.
That's not even close to being in bounds.
That's awful.
That could have been another 25 feet right and still would have probably skipped OB.
More. 40 feet.
He needs to be 40 feet right of that. That's just a misfire.
Niklas gets this one over a little better than yesterday, I think.
Yeah, good distance. Good height.
Yeah, real nice.
Good turn.
Calvin.
Oh, low again.
Into the.
It didn't stop him from
yesterday, but it's fine. That's farther.
He's 35, 40 feet farther than yesterday, and he got up and down. That's not how you want to start 14, that's for sure. Oh, this is pulled right.
Better be stable. Oh, he hits the kid. He hits the kid?
Yeah.
The kid. At least it was in bounds. It was in bounds no matter what.
It was coming back.
Hits the kid, still in bounds. That's crazy.
The only potential, and don't even really need to say it, but it was close to heading towards a stake. But it was definitely coming back inbounds.
Oh, Calvin gets one of the poles.
The crowd just can't see that he hit the...
So now we know Niklas doesn't know that he was on his way.
Oh, of course he doesn't know. You can't see those from the bottom of the hill. Not today.
Not even close. I don't think he's making that one. 2 under for 4 rounds.
Wonderful.
Deal.
All right, Gannon, to keep the birdie streak on 14 alive, needs it moving right. It's not moving right. This is heading left. This is going to be in that short, thick stuff.
Yeah, it doesn't get it turned over at all.
He's not, he's in C2, but will he have a look?
Ricky.
Needs this one to save the par. Yeah.
I don't like it.
You don't?
No, outside the circle. From there, you got to be closer, Jerm.
Yes.
You got to hang it wider. The thing is on this hole, if you hang it wider, okay, let's say you miss it by 40 feet to the right, you're going to end up in the bullseye. 20 feet to the right, you're going to end up in the bullseye. 15 feet to the right, you're going to end up in the bullseye. He missed by 50 feet, in my opinion. The angle, you know what I mean? You know how the disc flies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he needs to start that off farther right. And he's got the power to do it with all hyzer.
Him and Gannon, to be honest.
Yeah.
Gannon's thrown it perfectly every single round. You get it wide,
you got a
you're
chance.
home.
Yep. That one came in chain height, but did not go in. Big putt for Ricky to save the par. High. This is high. It's over the top.
That looked good to me. Wow. It must have been a little awkward. Didn't see any movement forward.
I was judging just his body language. Once the disc is in the air, he has such incredible touch on his putts that if he's not charging it in, I don't buy it.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
And once it's halfway there and he's not on his way to get the disc out of the basket, then he knows something's wrong. So, a costly bogey for Ricky and no other birdies on the card. Advantage Jake in that regard. He takes a birdie on hole 14.
That's nice. You know what? The farther we get along, the more the dream is alive for Jake Hebenheimer.
That T1's huge.
He kind of is in charge of his own fate.
He controls his fate. He's T1, and they're about to play the same hole as him.
Exactly.
I don't love that, though.
That's bad.
He knows it. He's got to get around the corner or stay in the open. See what he's able to do with this shot. That's good.
Wow, through the backside.
That's quality getting back into position. Yeah, Jake is back in business.
Yeah, this is where you would be if you went fairway, fairway. Is it turning? Is this another bullseye?
Yeah,
Almost.
for all intents and purposes, it is.
Wow. Hebenheimer to 30.
He holds the cards.
If he gets to 33, it's over, I think. If he goes birdie, birdie, birdie,
yeah, I don't
it's
think
over. I don't think these guys can do that.
Yeah, I mean, obviously they can, but will they? You know, with that much pressure from the 3 other dudes who are in contention,
Exactly.
it just builds
don't
up.
See it, man.
And if he doesn't,
33 is so getting 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. You deserve to win. You deserve to win. If you're on the top 2 cards, come on. 15, you just saw how Hebenheimer done it. You don't want to do that. Aim for the short tee pad. If you get a little bit farther, great. That gives you an option to get to the hole in 2 or just get a lot of distance. That's what we're looking for here. Here's Niklas. No birdies on the last hole. Wow. This is going to be just fine. So I was watching the FPO finish up, walking along with him, and I walked over to where Ricky threw his shot from because I wanted to see. I was curious. I'm like, okay, how tough is this?
Solidify your choice as second best shot of the year?
You know what? I could see how it could be done from where he was. It's actually a pretty big gap. You have to. I range find.
You ranged it.
Yeah, I ranged it. You got to late flip it at 365 feet. Okay. 365, it has to start turning straight to the right, and then you're home free.
Ooh, bit long there for Gannon. I liked where that was headed. If that comes up about 15 feet shorter, he's kind of in that same spot.
So 360 late flip. And Ricky's got late flipping in 3 seconds. That's how fast he threw it.
Yeah.
So give you guys a little insight.
Is this going to get around the corner? Yes. Okay.
Different way to do it.
You know what? That reminds me that little hump reminds me of where we were in our practice round.
Yona was a little bit farther. But yeah, it's doable from there. So this is a good angle. Like, see how he's throwing a putter? He gets everything out of it. Ricky's turned right there where he landed.
And then just went.
So that's kind of crazy. And he was tucked in right. So, I don't know. Thought that would be fun for you guys.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I would have done the same thing you did. I would have gone there and analyzed every bit of it.
I couldn't believe it. When I saw it yesterday, I was like, this,
And sometimes the camera's angle makes it look even funkier, which kind of is the case with that shot. It didn't look like it made any sense.
I got no disc that'll turn it unless I roll it.
Uh-huh. Oh, Gannon goes
sneaky,
across.
double sneaky. Is he trying to do that?
No, I think he's trying to hyzer way short of the other side of the fairway, but I think he stays on the edge. Ricky's trying to send it home.
This is boomed.
This is in Yona Eagle territory in the bush, but much deeper in the bush than what Yona was able to manage with his forehand lean out. We'll see what Ricky's left with.
Anthony make it from in there.
Yeah, that's
Deep
true.
in there, yeah.
There's times when you're in there and you got looks, and there's times in there you just got to pitch out, and there's times in there that you can't pitch out in one. You got to pitch out in two. We'll see what Rick's left with, but he's in there after 2 shots, putting for eagle. Big shot for Calvin. He's got to get them all. He's going to need help, but he's got to get them all. He can put some pressure with 4 birdies to finish up the round. Well played for Niklas, man. He dialed up this hole. Yeah, 4 birdies on 15, and they all looked very routine. His approach yesterday was out of position, but got him right back into the middle and then took care of business from there. Gannon fortunate to stay in the edge. If he goes in 3 or 4 feet in there, he might not really have a shot, but this is not that difficult. Little forehand burn. Want to get the disc to land flat.
That's a great shot. Great shot. Use the width perfectly. Great angle control. Proper disc. Oh, and he did have something. He had the little thing, and he's
the leg gets a little slap. He's deep in there, but
yeah, he thinks it was makeable. He thinks it was makeable.
Ezra Robinson thought it was makeable for the second time in the tournament. He took another 3 on 15
from in there.
I don't know where he was, but I do know that he took 5s the other 2 rounds. So he came out with the same score that we're going to see here with Niklas. But a total of 7 eagles on the weekend. That's a fantastic number.
Yeah, I like that number a
lot. I like that number too.
Yeah.
All right, Jake.
Big time here. Don't.
Okay, gets through. Don't
do that.
What's the ruling? Oh my gosh, he's out by 1.5 inches.
That's hard.
Huge decision. Is he going to run it? I think he's sending it. Oh, that's honestly great. That's a great run from there. Good touch, but it's going to be a bogey for Jake.
That makes the road tough.
He doesn't control the cards anymore.
No.
He's at 29, and I believe Gannon's at 30. And Gannon has more holes now. Yeah, Gannon's at 30, so if Jake goes birdie, he's going to need help.
Yeah. Damn.
Another way around it now. But
Gannon
no one is safe.
Gannon has been struggling with this hole. So it is an island green. You can see the white stakes after this big pine tree right here. Oh, no. It's barely in. The pine tree's barely in.
Yeah, but so many trees that hit it just go out of bounds.
You're done.
But yeah, they initially, during Tuesday before the tournament, it was go where you cross. If you cross the island, they changed it last second to avoid the Simon rule where you could just go over the top and have a tap in.
Right.
No one's safe on hole 16.
Yeah, he knows. Yeah, so that's an old flyover. You can see the OB is actually behind that pine now.
Oh, yeah.
So it's tighter. Yeah, I was wondering about that.
Yeah, that's correct.
And I was like, wait, I hit that pine, and I was for sure out.
Yep.
Now I know why. So, yes. Calvin is just going to hold the Anheuser.
If it gets under this tree, it's going to go where it always goes, edge of circle. Yep.
Good shot.
All right, big moment for Gannon. Probably the hole that he's felt the least comfort on of any out here. Oh, it's heading right towards the tree, Paul.
Yep, that's awful.
What? How? That didn't even slow down. What?
Huh. That's like one of the luckiest shots of the year.
How did that happen? Niklas threw the same exact shot, and he's going straight to the drop zone. Gannon's now 24 feet away.
Didn't hit anything.
Nothing at all.
Again, one of the reasons why I've said it in the...
Yeah,
I don't like this hole.
Sloppy.
It's very sloppy. That shot could very well decide the tournament.
Come on. Calvin, you don't have the opportunity to do that in this situation.
Gannon makes this. That shot decides the tournament if he goes birdie to finish.
Just
yeah,
punishes the basket. With
you should. You get a break like that, drill it. Say, yeah, I deserve it.
I will say that in this tournament, when we've seen a player get a good break, aside from the times where Macbeth got good breaks on 3 and 10 during the third round, every good kick turned into a birdie that I can remember for the tournament. The players really did a great job of taking advantage of the breaks that they were given.
Yeah, I mean, 31 under through the tree. That's a 2-stroke swing. All of a sudden, Ricky has a 1-stroke lead. That's
Gannon.
pretty. No, I'm saying with the 2-stroke swing, like.
Yes. Oh, yeah. And I wonder in that situation if Gannon runs it from the drop zone. You know, the other 2 times he's laid up, but that's not the case. That's not how the dice rolled.
Nope. 17.
Yeah. This is what we want to see going into 17. Anything can happen here.
Luckily, the winds are down, so you can just put it on Anheuser, semi-stable disc, let it ride out. Just don't overcook it.
Jake needs a good one here. Got to finish birdie.
This is overcooked.
Yep, and it's going into the rough place there. Fights its way out.
That's luck.
There's a fighting chance.
Talk about luck.
It's a fighting chance, but it's, I mean...
He can't get there from there.
If anyone could, he could, but this is a big ask.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just gets kind of tripped up, throws it low.
I don't know where it ended up, but...
Yeah, he knows. I think he understands the importance of the birdie on 17. Yeah, he's going through it again, wondering what he could have done differently.
Aim upward as high as you can.
Yeah, that's one thing. Okay, best Jake can do now is 30.
I do like the number 30. But I love 33.
Yeah, 33 is a great number. Oh, 33.
Really good. All right, Gannon on the tee, been throwing this shot just really well.
Well, I mean, could you imagine being in this situation as Gannon, being 2 back, knowing you have to birdie the two of the 3 hardest holes on the course?
A lot different scenario, Jerm.
Huge difference. That bogey on 16 was enormous.
So power is a huge advantage here. He's able to, he throws it with a little bit of hyzer, and that's what negates it going into the bush. If it comes out on a anhyzer right away, it's on a straight trajectory towards the right side. This just is a bomb.
Nuclear.
That is a bomb, Jerm. Oh my. Raw power bomb.
Gannon threw a good drive. That's Gannon's little tiny blip is the one that's about 100 feet back of where Ricky just landed.
A bomb.
That was a statement sender.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna get stable.
Yeah, that's great.
And that's what's nice. I mean, not a lot of wind. You're able to kind of shape a shot up there.
You can see with your eyes how much they cleared back. And my goodness, I am so happy they did. That landing zone looked so much nicer, allowing players to do what Calvin just did there. This needs the hold and go.
Oh, it's dead.
Well, I think we might have a souvenir.
Yeah. Dang. Not Niklas's best, but very impressed with and happy I got to see him all week. Tell you that much.
Yeah, it's been fun following him for sure. And that shot on 13. Oh, pretty, goodness. Man. We all get to take that with us for the rest of our lives.
He's just running right into this, not taking any time. Guess it is just a layup.
There's only so far that he can't really go up the ranks that much. All he can do is go down, and so I think that he's just kind of lost the that drive. At a certain point, you just want to get through it. It's a long week out here.
Yeah, big shot here for Gannon. I mean, he's 500 feet away. Probably about, I would say, 480 in distance total. That's the power that's got to come from here.
Aiming high right.
Yeah, see, that's a 500-foot hyzer, Jerm.
And that shot just requires a lot of power, a lot of accuracy, and then just a sprinkle of luck to get through. And, you know, he gets through most of it, but it actually comes back down the hill a little bit.
Break.
Yeah, it's...
But I feel like it's almost what he deserved. Mm-hmm. Good enough shot from there. Don't just fall down the hill. Give him nothing. Sprinkle it through. I think that's what he deserved.
Calvin fighting through the branches.
Very nice.
That was well done.
Ricky. Big moment here. I think he likes it. Get down. Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Little putting battle coming up on the green.
Good shot.
Gannon up first, just inside the circle. Awkward footing.
Yep. Can't really get the power off the back leg, all arm. There's that left side stabby miss we see sometimes.
Open door for Ricky to tie it up at the top.
Give me that. Oh, my. I've never seen that.
Oh.
Jerm, I've never seen that. In my life as a commentator, I don't think I've ever seen that. And that is Ricky with a putt.
That doorway was the size of a river.
That's the momentum that he talks about.
And Ricky missed it.
Wow.
I mean, no, there's no excuses. I'm going to say, it's back edge of circle. No.
You got to make that. Downhill plane 25 feet is all.
We talk about the first putt of the round being a must make inside the circle.
You got to make that.
That's the second to last. That's a 71st hole.
If you're like a Heibenheimer, you don't have to make that. That's a learned skill. This is the greatest, clutchest player, top 3 clutchest player I've ever seen in my life. He makes that.
Well, Jake, you know, with that miss from Gannon, staying at 31.
It's huge.
Birdie here. Yeah, okay.
Birdie here.
Heebs is getting to 30. What did Gannon take on hole 18 yesterday?
He's looking for his caddy. Paige, where'd you go?
Yeah, there you are. Fist bump. Gannon took a bogey yesterday on hole 18.
Yeah.
As did most of the lead card.
Roller. I don't like the roller play.
It's a sketchy one. And if the power behind it isn't perfect,
you're done.
It's OB.
Yep. Look at this. It's not that he missed it by a bunch. It's like an inch.
It looks just like the putts back on 4.
You mentioned it early.
And
he did.
7. And he got away with one other.
Wow.
But this time it bites him. And you got to wonder how much that is the wrist strength issue coming into play, where he's been well-spoken and outspoken about how much that wrist strength has been failing him this year. I don't know. I'm grasping at straws here to try to come up with something because, like you said, the clutchest player ever, one of the, missing that opportunity is just...
Watching it again, it looked a little more egregious. He missed it by an inch, dude. It was an inch.
Yeah.
You're right. You got to make that, but it was an inch. It wasn't like he threw it into the lock, which it looked like it was bottom of the bucket. That's a great shot from Calvin, and he needs a birdie to get
Absolutely. That 30 number would tie him up with Heidenheimer and kind of puts the pressure on Gannon. Keeping this in bounds is huge. Okay. Gannon, one shot over Ricky. Needs to keep it in bounds.
Roller, risky play. Claps.
You hear the clap?
Loves
it.
Are
you kidding me? Oh my goodness.
How can you throw that technical of a shot? There's so much stuff that can happen.
Just so much trust to go with that in the most tense situation. Well, Ricky has got to put himself in position for the birdie to apply any pressure on Gannon.
He's in bounds. That's way back there, though.
Oh, it's way back, and the angle is going to be really, really tough. He's going to have to dig deep and hope for a miracle from Gannon that he doesn't just get around the corner and get the easy birdie.
Yeah, I'm wondering how far back he is. He's shorter than Niklas, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Niklas is way short.
So he's going to have the ceiling to work with and horrible angle. Oh, yeah. No. That is the sound of the nail being hammered into the coffin.
That was awful.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
Well, this is awful, too, I think.
It's really
really
I don't mean
bad.
a lot, but that was just a surprising error. Out of bounds for Niklas. Like I said, I think he's ready to head over to Vermont. Well, now Ricky's got to get up and down just to tie Jake for second place. And decent roll after the big skip. That's a quality shot just to get there.
Let's just not just assume. Gannon just goes chip, chip. And Calvin could make this.
Well, if Gannon somehow messes up, Ricky makes his putt, Calvin gets up down, we could have a 4-way playoff.
That would be cool.
It would be very
that didn't
cool.
Hop in. I don't know. Ever since the holy shot, I just,
No, I suppose Calvin could have skipped it in. But
Now this guy on a hyzer with his most stable disc, pretty sure we're safe to say, nice job, bud.
This would be back-to-back, the first time at D-Glow since Eagle McMahon a few years ago.
A little heavy on the hyzer. Sit down.
And that's all she wrote.
Yeah, that's it. Gannon.
The best player in the world.
Why was it boring to me watching him play? And no offense to him. It's
but
the
that's
highlight, the superstardom. It's like the better he gets, the more boring he gets.
You're gonna have about 1,000 people in the comments agreeing with you, and that's including the 5,000 people that aren't in the comments that also agree with you.
Here's what's gonna happen though. He's a tournament where he's not boring.
Look at that.
Imagine how many he wins that tournament by. That's what I'm saying.
You see the casual nucks with Ben Kenny? Just not even a smile on the face.
Ricky, big putt.
That's big. Needed that on 17. Needed that back there on 14. But importantly, gets it here. That's going to be a T2.
It's a good T2. All the points and everything coming down the stretch very well could come between these two guys again at the Tour Championships.
Yep, it did last year.
And the year before.
Yep, Ricky second place in the Tour standings. Gannon first place, and that one extra stroke was the difference in Charlotte last year.
Yep.
Man, this guy is a force.
Honestly, my main goal was just to stay in it. I knew, Deaglo's it's a very interesting course. You can kind of, string together a lot of birdies there if you're really on, but it's also easy to do. What I did the last 2 days was from, really like hole 9 to hole like 14, it felt like you get a lot of pars. And, if the players on your card or who are behind you are getting birdies, you can lose strokes very quickly out here. So, having that strong start helped. I was only 2 down through 5, but then I think I got 5 in a row. Give a shout out to all my competitors who pushed me. I know Heimburg was making a great push from the chase card. I was checking scores all day. Ricky was just, from hole 2 on pretty much was just really amped up, and he's probably the scariest competitor I've ever had to play against. Without people like that, I wouldn't be as good as I am, I think. Proud of myself for sticking with it. My game really didn't feel great this week. I think I just had to mentally will it in. Just never give up. I'm proud of myself for that. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Everyone give it up for your champion at the Great Lakes Open, Gannon Buhr.
Dude's nasty.
Consistent,
Dude is nasty. Bogey free. 6 total bogeys for the weekend. 4 of them coming in round 1. So only 2 in the middle rounds and none today. Didn't think 9 down was going to take it, though.
You play that consistent, you play that boring, and you get a little love at the end, because that's what it took. 16, that was lovely. Let's not forget about that. Ricky, I think the pressure gets to these guys finally. I think that he has established himself for sure amongst the elite as the best player in the world, and that causes 1 inch of error from some of the best players to ever live, and that's what it takes to win. Ricky misses by 1 inch, and that inch was the pressure that was applied by Gannon throughout the whole entire tournament.
I have a couple closing notes. 1, Jake Heimburg, congratulations on your second place finish. This is a guy that we know has had the skills for a long time, puts it together here at D-Glow. He's had a top 10 finish before, but this is his best finish in a Disc Golf Pro Tour event. He's, I think, in 48th place in the Pro Tour standings. Going to have to do some work in these last 2 playoff events, but congratulations to him.
Yeah.
Thought number 2, Andrew Marweed and Niklas Anttila finishing in top 10 on one of the biggest courses on tour. Players that are both in the bottom half of distance of players on tour, in my opinion.
Okay.
Showing that the execution, putting, angle control is really all you need to do.
Yeah.
Which gives hope to a lot of people.
Absolutely.
So incredible there. Everyone else on that top 10 list, crushers.
Yeah, bombers.
Yeah, absolute
certified
rippers.
Bomb daddies.
Well, we're going to have a week off going to Vermont for the first playoff event and then down to Maple Hill. And then we've got the last major of the year at the US DGC. But that's it for the 2025 regular season. Thank you so much for tuning in. Just a couple more events to go. Once again, happy birthday, Paul.
Hey, thanks, man.
We'll see you guys at the next one.
See you in Vermont.